Welcome back to NBA Cinema, guys. So we got to talk about this. Is Jeff Teague's 520 podcast alongside his brother Marquis Teague and B Hen. They started talking about the 1v1 YouTube basketball space, and Rob Cologne's name came up. Now, Jeff Teague went to Wake Forest, located in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Rob Cologne went to the prestigious Division II program, Winston-Salem State, which is also in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Now they didn't play in college at the same time, obviously, but I know T spoke about when they played Winston-Salem State every time when he was at Wake, they dominated them, which you guys should have because you had Al Farouk Aminu, James Johnson, you had all Division I players, and while some of the guards at the Division II level can hold their own, when you start talking about the bigs and the wings, it really starts to separate the institutions where that's where the games kind of get out of hand when they meet early on in the season. But we're gonna get into what exactly was said, and I'm gonna give my analysis on it. Let's speak.
All right, Happy Slim says, y'all tapping into Rockland out of Winston-Salem State, real bucket for real. Nah, let's see what he don't know.
Rob Cologne? No, I'm just playing.
That's probably his name, Jeff. For real. Light skinned fella. I don't know him.
Man.
What's his stats though? He getting buckets?
That's probably one of his dogs.
Boy, we used to
He averaged 17?
we used to stomp on Winston-Salem State. They was so trash. That's one of the worst teams we ever played when I was in school, boy. We used to stomp on them.
Now, shout out to him, be average 17.
Yeah, that's fire.
We used to go stump the yard for real.
Bro, that's that one-on-one dude. He in the next chapter shit, bro.
That's who?
He in the next chapter stuff, bro. He be playing Nas and all them in one-on-one.
Oh.
I don't know. He went to Winston-Salem State. We used to stump
Oh,
him.
yeah, I'm telling. Okay, yeah.
Oh, okay. I know him. Yeah, he's sad.
Oh, damn.
Wait, so that's... He's not in college no more.
No,
Nah, he playing the next year. He be doing the one tournaments and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Man, he went to Winston-Salem State, though.
Average 17, that's fire.
Yeah, he was killing in college.
Shout out to him.
If that was popping when y'all was younger, y'all would have tapped into that, the one-on-one stuff?
When I was in the NBA?
No, I mean like before, like high school, college. I know NBA probably wouldn't have, but early on, because that was definitely y'all games. Y'all would have flourished in a one-on-one matchup.
Yeah, I love playing one-on-one.
Yeah. I don't know. It just you kind of look when you playing for real. You don't want to do stuff like that. Like NBA players, they don't want to do that for real. Like Mike Beasley and them doing it because it's convenient for them. But if they was in the league and stuff, they wouldn't be doing all that.
Nah, 1,000%.
So when you hooping, you don't really feel like doing all that. That's like a YouTube space. I don't know. You probably kind of look down on like y'all YouTubers.
Yeah, if I was trying to go to the league, I probably wouldn't play in that shit.
You just look down on it like y'all YouTube. Y'all not real basketball players, even though they really is hooping and all that. But that's how people going. That's how you look at it as a basketball player.
I just wouldn't want to risk getting hurt.
Yeah, they be fouling it.
Yeah, that shit is brutal, bro. Them niggas down there bumping.
It just don't translate to real basketball.
Yeah.
Like a lot of them, like granted he was average 17 in college, so obviously he can play. But when you can play one-on-one real good, that don't mean you're a good basketball player.
Yeah.
You probably can't pass for shit.
Now I seen this response on 1v1 highlights channel. Go check them brothers out. But Rob responded, and this is what Marquis Teague had to say back.
Niggas called me. They calling me out on the chapter, the next chapter shit. Niggas say he'll spot me 10
tell me
points.
about this.
Niggas say he'll spot me 10 points, bro.
But in that chat said they'll spot you 10 points with
Against
Rob.
the dude Rob. They said I can get 10 points for a bag of money, bro. Like, damn, y'all
That's
niggas
disrespectful.
crazy.
That's violation.
It's crazy.
I ain't gonna lie, Mook.
I get
Fucking
it.
play him.
For what, bro? I don't play basketball no more. I'm retired.
Niggas don't want to hear that. Niggas don't want to hear that, Mook. So get back in shape. You give me a couple months.
I don't want.
If the number's right, you fucking with it or nah?
If they
Be
give
honest.
me 100,000 and spot me 10 points, I'm playing, nigga.
All right, what about?
Swear to God. And I want my money guaranteed.
All right, what about 50,000? 50,000 0-0.
100K, nigga. They said
You
10 points, not me.
You need to. What the 10 points?
They said 10 points, not me. I don't got who.
Yo, you really?
I fulfilled
You really
my
pumping
career.
the 10 points?
Hey, I fulfilled my career, bro. I won a national championship. I was a first-round draft pick. number one point guard in high
Took
school,
your shit.
played
Took
overseas
your
for a
shit.
good amount of time. I did what I needed to do. I don't need to play a nigga in 101, bro, on YouTube. I don't. I'm
I
gonna go
feel
watch
you.
them
Took
niggas
your
play
shit,
when they
Mook.
come here though. I'm gonna watch them go to work. Cool. They good too. They can hoop, boy. They do their thing. My shit is fulfilled, nigga. I don't give a fuck. If they say I averaged 2 points, 3 points, I went to the fucking NBA, nigga. So I don't give a fuck, bro.
So, I want to address a few things that Jeff Teague said, and one of them being that just because you can play 1v1 doesn't mean you're a good passer, you're a good guard and all that. That can be true in some instances, but in Rob's case, not the truth because I'm going to tell you, Rob played at Northside Jacksonville uh, in North Carolina, attended the Fab 40 camp, invite only camp, that highlight some of the most under recruited guys in the state. Well, now in the region, but at the time in the state. And Rob, one of the things that they knew about Rob early was his ability to handle the basketball and his ability to pass the basketball. That's one of the things he started getting notarized for early on. But he could always score, right? Rob, he could always score the basketball. Had another Division II guard in the backcourt with him, Zach Hobbs. So they had a really good backcourt, and they were playing in the regionals. The year that I had seen them. Now he goes to Winston-Salem State, gets a lot stronger. His game goes to the next level, so much so that a point guard that had started out at Pitt, who was a really good player, ended up transferring, a couple times, ended up on the same team in Winston-Salem with Rob, but Rob was still the top player, and Pitt was in the ACC. So I say all that to say, like, guards, a lot of times, man, like if the transfer portal was like it is now, Rob would have transferred up to one of these institutions. Could have ended up at a Wake. You know what I'm saying? He could have ended up at a Wake Forest. Ironically enough, if the portal was like that when he was in college. Now I want to look at something. Rob played in TBT back in 2023, and I want to show his stats. You see at the top right there, Corey Brewer. We know how long he was in the league. Um, Ramon Galloway. These are names we recognize from either big time college basketball or NBA. Archie Goodwin, another Kentucky player, just like Marquis Teague, that played some time in the league. I believe he was with Phoenix once upon a time. You see Rob Cologne's name right there, 23 and a half, and that's sitting against that level of talent. So I kind of want to point at that to show that in a 5-on-5 setting, his skills translate because Rob is just a basketball player to the core. He's a guy that's going to put in all the extra work. Now, as far as Marquis T playing Rob Cologne, he said $100,000 and they spot him 10 points, assuming they're going to 30 or something like that. That he would play under those conditions, right? Now he never said he wanted to play, so I give him that. But when you say things like not real basketball, which him or Jeff said that, but I know Marquis specifically said they look down on the YouTube space. But these guys are real hoopers. They ain't just pulling guys who hadn't played any ball off the street. Lamar Peters, you saw him lose to Uncle Scoop. I know they said guys be fouling in there, but it's really that backyard grittiness. So it is real basketball. It's not what's been pushed on the masses as basketball, but I think it gives another outlet to people who may have struggled in team structures or they just didn't get a fair shake. Some of these guys can play and it's just a certain amount of NBA jobs, and for whatever reason they didn't get one of those. And so I think, this is real basketball because I would use this, uh, and this is something Jeff T could understand. What happened when the play broke down at Wake Forest? You read the defense, you did all that, right? You use your 5-on-5 IQ and all that, but you also had the ability to break people down. You and another player who played in North Carolina at Central Cabarrus High School and Ish Smith, y'all broke down the defense, right? So you go back to that 1v1 type mentality at times when you are an elite guard, like how fast Teague was, how fast Ish was. You couldn't stay in front of uh, that Wake Forest backcourt. You know, they ended up losing to Norris Cole and Cleveland State, I believe. But I mean, Norris was fast too, and Norris ended up playing um, in the league. So you can't really uh, look down on this level of basketball, and which I don't think Marquise was. I think he was talking about the perception of players who have made a lot of money. Like we've seen Carmelo Anthony kind of blow it off as I'm not going to give Bees the time of day, nor should he. You know, he's going to be looking at Kion in college and doing everything he could to help develop him to get to the next level. But I do think this 1v1 space is about to be a thing that's going to keep growing, and it does kind of show the politics behind some of it too. When you see some of the guards are equal, we seen what's my man's name, Nesco, take Ty to the brink. Ty had to come back at the end to win that game. Um, so when you are playing in a physical one-on-one situation, what do you have? And I think, yeah, some people will say we play 5-on-5, and if you're in the league, ain't no need to touch it. But if you out the league and you still in some shape, you still like the hoop. We see these guys like to go in these open gym 1v1, I mean 5-on-5 little open runs where you can come down and shoot, and nobody can touch you, and it's kind of just a made to put up on social media really, but nobody really wants to put their reputation on the line and lace them up for real where guys are fouling you and you have to kind of play through contact and things like that. So that's just my 2 cents. So I give these guys a little more respect than that. I think would be my thing. But yeah, man, I always enjoy watching Jeff Teague at Wake, him and Ish Smith, watching Ish in high school. I always thought his 3-star ranking was a little too low because Ish could get by anybody. He was one of the fastest dudes. Played a long time in the league too. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. To next time. Peace.